Hello. Thank you for allowing me to do this live with you this evening. I'm so sorry, Libra. It took me a while to get started. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties, but if you hung out with me and you're here on the live, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, we'll be diving deep into your unique love story, and we're going to look specifically at the person that you're currently connected to in love and romance. We'll look and see how does this person truly feel about you, their intentions, and future actions. And then we'll look at your side. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, in these readings, the roles could be reversed, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. All right, Libra, I've already blessed the deck, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. But first, I want to remind everybody that later on this evening at 4 o'clock, I will be doing an all signs reading. I want you all to join me. And don't hesitate to go ahead and pre-book your spot for a mini reading that I'll be doing following Pisces on that same live. All right, let's get started. Hey, Trin. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the current situation surrounding Libra and the person that Libra is currently connected to in love and romance. We have the Death card in the reverse. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. And we have the World in the reverse. Libra, I feel like this is a relationship that someone really wants to work on with you. There could have been a false start between you guys, and so they really want to get things off the ground. I feel like this is someone that you could have lived with, had a long-term relationship with, a marriage, and it just didn't work out too well. You guys just weren't jiving. You guys weren't on the same page. It's not giving me a lot about this person's true feelings, and we'll get into that in just a second. But I think right now, as far as where they stand, they really want to work with you to try to rebuild this. I'm getting they want to be more cooperative. Now, you with the High Priestess in the reverse, clarifying that the Ace of Swords, secretly, you've been staying to yourself, but you've been very clear about who this person is and what they're about. Yeah, I think it's broken your heart, the things that you found out or the things you will be finding out about this person. And I think you're in a space right now where you're just wanting to walk away with the Eight of Cups underneath the deck because it's too risky to be in a relationship with someone who is breaking you down and hurting you. There's been a lot of sleepless nights, possible nightmares, dreams, illuminations, visions you've had about this person. And I think you've come to the conclusion with the Hierophant in the reverse that you and this person are just not going to work. You have one mission, one goal, and this is someone who may have another mission or a different goal. And so when you get two people coming together that's not on the same page, it's just like a clashing of energies. The thing about it is, even though this person agrees with you, Libra, that you guys are just not possibly a good match, they don't want to close this cycle, which is why you might have been still getting pulled and drawn to this energy. They want to have a new start. I would be careful with this energy because underneath the deck, we have the wheel in the reverse. This is a karmic wheel. This is about a cycle that will be on repeat. And for those that are spiritually inclined, you know what that means, right? It means that if you were to go back to this person, it would definitely feel like nothing's changing, nothing's evolving. This person is doing the same thing. It's like spirit is handing you this person again for you to relearn the spiritual lesson in all this. And so I think this person that you're dealing with is just waiting for you. They're waiting to see, are you willing to give them a chance? And that is the temptation because they are still open, they are still vulnerable, and they are still wanting this. But let's see how they actually feel. I want to see that. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live. Hey, hey. Don't hesitate to say hey, y'all. I'm just like kind of in a, I'm feeling an overall energy of just kind of like somber, you know? I don't know if you feel that way, Libra. This person's feelings for you, we got the King of Cups and we have the Two of Swords. Remember early on in the reading, I was like, Libra, I'm really curious to see how this person really feels about you because it really wasn't coming through in the first spread. And what I'm noticing when I ask specifically, how does this person feel about you? I'm getting someone who's fickle, who's definitely fickle. Um, they don't know how they feel because I think for them, they know they've invested a lot in this relationship. They know that you and them have this history. But this is also someone who is just not ready to invest in a long-term committed relationship because they still have a lot to learn. They're running from love because this is also somebody that's running from responsibility. Yeah. The best this person can offer you is friendship, kindness, hanging out. But that's wasting valuable time. And that's something you have to be mindful of. When you're choosing a romantic partner, you want someone very sure about you. And this person is not very sure. They're going to be in a state of, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Yeah, Trin says, we are close friends. Yeah, we have a close friendship. We had a talk last night, and she agrees, yes, that this person isn't ready for a relationship. hmm With the Five of Wands to the Moon card, this person's biggest fear is you holding them accountable. As a fellow air sign, as well as you being Libra, you balancing the scales, calling order in the court. I feel like you come across to this person, the way they see it as is you being very judgmental. They feel like you put a lot of pressure on them to make a choice. And they're just not ready for that step. So then it leads to a lot of conflict and tension and fights and arguing because you get frustrated. Yeah, Libra, you get frustrated because you're like, well, what do you want? What do you need? And this person really just doesn't know. Like, that's the truth. And so they don't really express and let you know how they feel because they don't know. They just don't know. What is this person's intentions with Libra? We have the Page of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Mm. I'm going to be honest with you, Libra. This person continues to want to be invested in watching you, learning more about you, studying you, to clear any confusion, reservations. But the problem is, they're not sure if they're ready for a relationship. It doesn't go that deep. It's fair to say that this person intends to be in your energy because you fill up their cup. Nine of Cups in the reverse tells me a lot about someone who doesn't find happiness being alone. They seek it elsewhere in other people. And when they get with you, there's moments where I feel like this person is taking. filling up their own emotions while you're losing, losing, losing. But this greed of sucking the life out of you is blocking their blessings as well as yours because there is no forward movement. It just stays at a very stagnant space. You waste valuable time. This person wastes valuable time. No one in the end really feels fulfilled by this. It just seems very temporary. And that is the thing with the magician in reverse to the eight of wands in reverse. You see what I'm saying? Their intention is to delay taking that action that's needed to build this relationship. So it comes across quite manipulative, quite slick. You feel used, you feel betrayed. You don't really feel like there's anything here. When in fact, this person still needs more time. Yeah. So what is this person's future action then? We have the sun and we have the three of swords in the reverse. Mm. Ultimately, Libra, what you need to know is this person's eventually going to just walk away. You're going to walk away. They're going to walk away. And it has a lot to do with lack of attraction. I feel like ultimately you're not getting fulfilled. They're not getting fulfilled. And it just leads to it's like a stalemate situation. I want to look further at your person a little bit though to see what's blocking this person from opening up from to love here. What is blocking this person from loving Libra spirit? Can you give me some on that? Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This person is blocking their own blessings. Like they're just not ready for a relationship. They rather have the security of it, but they don't want to put in the work to build it. Does that make sense? So they'll always have their hand out with the Six of Pentacles. They'll always receive what you offer. But when you say, hey, I really need this from you, I really need that, then here we go. All the issues start to rise up and it leads to issues on your behalf that you have with this person. Like this person gets the benefits and then you get the shorter end of the stick. So underneath the deck with the Knight of Cups, I think what this person does is they hide how they really feel through the charm, through the charisma, being very romantic to lure you in, but it's all hidden by this secret agenda to not fully invest. Does that make sense? So they'll sweet talk you, they'll date you, they'll they'll say all the things, but then watch how they move. That'll be the indicator if this is your person. They're very inconsistent and they're not consistent with pouring into you in that loving way. And then you look up and you're like, wow, what am I getting out of this? You're going to feel like you're not getting much out of this relationship. And that would be facts. You're not because this person's too fickle. You could be dealing with a fellow air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting heavy fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I also have Pisces, Taurus, and Scorpio. All right, let's look at your side. Let's see how you're feeling about all this. Don't forget, guys, to hit the like button. Show your girls some love. Thank you all so much for being here. Sharon, thank you, love, for interacting with me live. She says, yes, that's him. He's a love bomber, charmer, a sweet talker. That's what I'm getting. Someone's definitely doing all this. And Libra, sometimes you look at this as, well, maybe this person really likes me. And it's all words, it's all to get you in their grasp. No action backing it up, All right, let's look at your sides. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign that resonate with this reading. How do they truly feel about this person? We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Mm. And clarifying that, we have the Four of Wands. This is the deal. You really wanted this relationship to work. You did. You had a lot of hopes, a lot of dreams. You really saw this thing really panning out between you two, only to find out that you were sadly disappointed because you guys are on two different paths. You have a vision of building a life together with someone, possibly settling down, getting married. And this person is not ready for that. They're still learning what it means to be in that type of energy. So it's like they're trying to figure out how to do the things you want them to do. Thus the studying. They're studying you, they're watching you, but they're never living up to the expectation because that's not what they got into this for. And it really hurts you. That's how you feel. You feel very hurt and betrayed. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles, it's so overwhelming, the fact that you could have chosen someone else. You could have invested your time in someone else, but you invested in this person only to be let down. And you're just heartbroken. I think what you're heartbroken most about is the deception and the lies and the fact that this person led you on and you gave so much and got so little in return. But you believe this person, and I can understand that. So, what is your future actions, Libra? Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Many of you Libras will definitely want to talk to this person. And what you're going to tell them is how much they hurt you. I'm going to warn you, Libra, that having a conversation with this person about how you felt taken advantage of and how you felt like this person could have given you more and blah, 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 is really going to fall on deaf ears. And the reason why is because this person is very immature and they don't see it in that way. They see it more so from a perspective of you kind of let me, you kind of let me do this. So it's going to put a bad taste in your mouth. You're really going to feel very hurt and heartbroken by this person's response. And it's going to put you in a position to realize, like, wow, that's all the confirmation I need that this person is not the person I can invest in anymore. Some of you guys just need that closure from that person, but I would say be mindful that it could be causing more pain by messaging this person and taking action to reach out to them because this person's a manipulator. They're definitely in a space of not really wanting this thing to continue. We saw it in the other spread, and I think ultimately it'll kind of make you want to definitely end it as well after y'all have that conversation. What is this actions here? Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So your future actions is a Two of Wands. Two of Wands speaks of choices, right? Two of Wands speaks of choices, and you have a very powerful decision to make. There's a lot of you guys that really love this person, but the reality is you got to look at how does this person love you, you know? And after this person treats you that way, are you holding on to that pain of what they did to you and saying, I can't trust anybody else? I can't trust this person. I can't trust anybody else. That's something that you have to decide if that's something that you need to hold on to or let go. I'm going to tell you right now, Libra, don't overthink this. This person is who they are. And it's like, you have to just say, okay, this is who they are. And I need to just kind of let it go. There's nothing to go back and forth about. And there's nothing to really stress about when it comes to new love. I think a lot of you guys do need to spend a little bit more time healing though, because with this Ten of Swords to the King of Cups in the reverse, this person did a number on you emotionally, mentally. And I think a lot of you Libras are exhausted. But what I want you to do is definitely not hold on to that pain and transmute that into believing that all men or all women that you encounter in your future love life operate in this way, because that's not true. And I think you needed to hear that. Any advice for Libra, Spirit? Any advice for Libra if this is their reading? Two of Cups in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. It's fair to say that Spirit is saying this is someone that you shouldn't be in a relationship with. You shouldn't give your heart to. You shouldn't continue to invest in. And underneath the deck, because you deep down know you can wait for something better. I think a lot of you guys know you can manifest better. I think it's just a matter of waiting for um, the right time, waiting for the right time for that ship to come in. And the way spirit works, honestly, Libra, is once you're able to cut the cord, once you're able to release this and not overthink it, not stress about it, not worry about this, and you start transmuting your thoughts and your energy into something else, whether it be your hobbies, your passions, your children, your career, at that point, you will be able to manifest a healthier partner into your life. If not, because you're constantly looking at this old situation, you'll be lured to either repeat the cycle with this person or going off and find another karmic just like this because you haven't closed this cycle. Don't overthink it. The facts are the facts. And you know this is your reading because this person just never really chose you. Last word I would say is continue to learn and be inquisitive about who you are and what you want. I think the focus needs to be more on you and not necessarily be focusing on the deception that this person has caused you. Because with the Seven of Swords to the Fool card, you know that it's going to be very risky going back to this person. But I think deep down, a lot of you guys want to sneak off and start a new cycle with this person. And I'm going to tell you right now, Libra, be careful. Be careful because it may not go anywhere. Not to wish bad on you, but I'm just telling you what I'm getting if this is your story. All right. I'm going to stop the reading right here, Libra. You got this. Stay positive, stay hopeful. If you made it this far in the reading, go ahead and leave me a green emoji down in the comments down below. It doesn't matter which emoji, as long as it's green, and that'll increase your chances of winning a free personal tarot reading with me. Thank you, Libras, for watching. Don't forget to like the video, and if you want to join me a little bit later at 4 o'clock for the all signs, come on through, because we'll also be doing mini reads at that time. Next, I'm going to be doing Scorpio and then Sagittarius. So if you have any of those placements in your chart or if you want to cross watch, feel free to join me. And I appreciate Miss Trend coming through to support the live today. Thank you, love, and all of those amazing Libras watching silently. Thank you. Sending you much love and light. I'll see you guys later. Namaste.